Parasites was a story that I've been interested in for a while, and when it came time to photograph it for National Geographic, the main challenge was figuring out how to photograph them in a way that would be interesting and engaging to a broad audience. And for a broad audience, parasites tend to be vulgar, disgusting things they don't want anything to do with. So that meant I really needed to push the photography pretty hard to figure out a way to break through that barrier people have. Because I knew if I used microscope images or if I had to dissect creatures to show the parasite inside, that would be an immediate turnoff. I mean, that's the kind of photos that I've always seen of parasites, either preserved in jars of ethanol or dissected in medical textbooks. I mean, it just reinforces how disgusting their life is and how gross they are. So it took a lot of research to figure out examples where you could see the parasite and the host together. And it was, trying to figure out how to do this in the most clear and compelling way. I mean, I find these creatures absolutely fascinating. To me, they're not that disgusting. They're just incredible creatures that have figured out a way to make their lives in a way I never thought was possible. And that's just something that I wanted to share. That's something that I wanted to show people exists on our planet. It adds a new dimension to how we think about life on our planet and how life evolved. When we see these creatures that we would have dismissed as low-lying, simplistic parasites, we think of as the bottom of the food chain, but in fact, they're the top of the food chain. In many ways, they're very advanced. They've figured out how to manipulate the behavior of far more complex and so-called superior organisms. I never really set out to be a photographer. I was very focused on being a biologist, and I was studying biology at the University of California, Berkeley. And photography was nothing more than a hobby for me. I would take it on class field trips, I would take it on my hikes, I would use it to photograph and document the things that I found on my explorations. But I got a opportunity to work for David Lichwager, who is photographing natural history stories for National Geographic. I worked for him for a summer while I was a student. And that led to more work. I started traveling quite a bit with David. We went all over the world. We worked on several magazine stories, and I learned that photography could be this way of exploring the natural world, learning about it, satisfying my curiosity, and being able to share that with everybody else. I see photography very much as an extension of my desire to explore the world and learn about it.